Hello, my dear students of class 6 English medium. Today I am discussing the difference in temperature between day and night. In my last class, I discussed uh, actually what are the different processes of heating up of the atmosphere. So actually the different process of heating up the atmosphere. Actually the process of radiation, the process of conduction, etc. Method of conjunction, convection. Okay, so now the difference between the highest and the lowest temperature in a day at a place is known as the diurnal range of temperature. So this is very important. The difference between the highest and lowest temperature in a day is known as the diurnal range of temperature. And also the difference between the average temperature of the hottest and coldest months is known as the annual range of temperature. So you have to understand the difference between the diurnal range of temperature and also the annual range of temperature. Okay, when the diurnal range of temperature is high, days are usually very hot and the weather is also hot and the nights are cold. Okay, so when the diurnal range of temperature is high, so days are usually hot and the weather is also hot in daytime and nights are cold. And high annual range of temperature make the summers scorching hot and the winters very cold. So high annual range of temperature creates uh, summers scorching hot, it makes summers hot and the winters very cold. Okay, so this is actually the difference in temperature between day and night. Next, just as we measure body temperature with a thermometer when we have fever, we can also use a thermometer for measuring atmospheric temperature. So actually thermometer is used to measure atmospheric temperature. This is very important. The weather report in television or newspaper often mention the day's highest and lowest temperature. So we can measure the highest and the lowest temperature in a day by a 6 thermometer. 6s apostrophe 6 is thermometer. So in your textbook you will find a picture. So look at the picture. This is actually the picture of 6s thermometer. Okay. So it is divided into there are two units to measure temperature. Actually there are basically two units to measure temperature. Fahrenheit, actually it is expressed in F, and Celsius or centigrade C. Water freezes to ice at 32 degree Fahrenheit or 0 degree centigrade, and water starts boiling at 212 degree Fahrenheit or 100 degree centigrade. So you should keep in mind, this is very important. My next point is humidity of air. Humidity of air. So what is humidity? At first we have to know. There is this sultry, sticky, moist feeling all the time in the rainy season. Washed clothes never seem to get dry. Do you know what causes this? This is because the air has a lot of moisture in it. Due to the moisture, the clothes dry up quickly and skin gets dry as well as in winter, and due to the lack of moisture in air. So humidity in air, actually it indicates a sultry, sticky, moist feeling all the time in the rainy season. So washed clothes never seem to get dry. So this is because the air has a lot of moisture in it. Clothes dry up quickly and skin gets dry as well as in winter, so due to the lack of moisture in air. So humidity of air is measured. So humidity of air actually the quantity of water vapor. The quantity of water vapor in a specific quantity of air at specific temperature. Actually, the quantity of water vapor in a specific quantity of air at a specific temperature is known as the humidity of air. Humidity of air is measured by hygrometer. This is very important. Hygrometer is used to measure the humidity of air. So at first we have to know what is humidity of air. The quantity of water vapor in a specific quality of air in a specific temperature is known as the humidity of air, and also uh, hygrometer is used to measure the humidity of air. Okay, clear? So that's all. Thank you.